It's always a really exciting thing to go fishing for a brand new species that you've never seen or caught before, and that's exactly what I'm doing today. I've come about an hour out of the Japanese city of Osaka into a rice growing area with lots of ponds, and Mr. Shimomura here is going to teach me how to catch hera, which are a very popular fish here in Japan. Mr. Shimomura is a hera fishing specialist, known as a meijin in the Japanese language, and he knows all about it. Apparently the most important thing of all is mixing the bait the right way, and that's what we're going to do first. The bait for hera is a cereal-based pudding or dough mixture, and Mr. Shimomura is making this for me at the moment, showing me how it's done. And apparently the secret lies in adding just the right amount of water to the mixture, and also I believe that there are some secret ingredients that go into some of these baits. Go ahead, Mr. Shimomura. He's adding a couple of different varieties of his cereal mixture here. These packets of bait are available from tackle stores all over Japan. 1 cup of water. In it goes. And he mixes it through with his hand. You know, the magic thing about this bait is that it's both a bait and a burley combined, and I understand that once the mixture is exactly right, it bleeds off in the water and diffuses and actually acts as its own burley trail. But getting that consistency right is one of the things that marks a true master. Right, now, Mr. Shimomura is asking me to pick some up and make a ball out of it, squeeze it, and then drop it in the water. Now he's telling me that it's floating, which is not good. It shouldn't float. I didn't squeeze enough air out of it, so I try again, and I really squeeze it tightly this time. Work it with my fingers to exclude all the air from it. This is just like fishing for mullet back home with dough. We used to do this. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out of it, then drop it in, and it sinks. Okay. And it doesn't diffuse until it gets to the level where the fish are. Thank you. He's now telling me that we have enough bait here to fish for hera for 1 hour, so hopefully that'll be enough time to make a catch. This is incredibly delicate tackle, but oh, I missed that one. Look, the float is just so delicately balanced and it's extremely light line. No reel, as you can see, just a pole. And these were traditionally made from bamboo. Now they're made from carbon fibre, graphite, fiberglass, or combinations, and some of the traditional ones are still made from bamboo. They're worth a lot of money. They'll pay up to $800 Australian for one of these very simple rods. And everything associated with hera fishing seems to be quite expensive. They've got these beautifully handmade wooden rod rests here that I understand cost up to $600 or $700 Australian. And it's all to do with the tradition of this fantastic sport of fishing for hera fishing. Okay, let's see if I can come up tight on one this time. Oh. I can see them out there. Yeah, got him. Oh, that's great. Oh, look, he's trying to get back in underneath the jetty, back into the shadows. Doesn't look like a real big one, but it's my first hera nonetheless, and the first of a new species. I'll just swim it round the rod rest here. Look at that. Beautiful little fish, actually. Oh, he's only just hooked. Thank you, Mr. Shimomura. Look at that. And you can see that he's in the carp family. Single dorsal fin there on the back, large scales, and the typical carp mouth, soft with no teeth. Now the hook's already dropped out, so he's ready to be returned to the water. This is a total catch and release fishery. All these fish go back in, which is great to see. So this bloke can go back and join the other members of his school. Now I want to catch a big one. Well, I've been watching Mr. Shimomura and I've been sharpening my technique, and I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this. This feels like it might be my hera of the day. It really is fighting hard. I've swapped over to a lighter rod too. This is a more traditional style bamboo rod, and it's just fantastic fun. Oh. Well, I tell you what, I think the reason this guy's fighting so hard is he's foul hooked. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. He's foul hooked. That's why he was such a handful. Now, the great thing about this Hera fishing too is that it only costs about $3 or $4 a day to fish in one of these impoundments. So once you've bought your tackle and set yourself up, it's not a particularly expensive sport. The bait's quite affordable too. They're solid little fish. I'll just snick that hook out of him. I think what happened was he was munching on the other hook, and I've struck and picked him up on the rear hook. And there he is. Beautiful little fish. Well, I always said that I'll fish anywhere and for anything, and now I've caught Hera in a pond here about an hour out of Osaka. It's another feather I can put in my piscatorial cap. It's great to catch a new species, and especially in good surroundings and with good company. This has been really good fun.